Namo Namaha. Welcome back, students, to yet another literature session of Sanskrit. In today's class, we are going to begin with a new chapter, that is Jatayoho Shauryam. The meaning of the title is The Bravery of Jatayu or The Valor of Jatayu. Students, we all know the story of the Ramayana very well, right? The present poem describes how Jatayu, the vulture, got ready to sacrifice its life to rescue Sita from the custody of Ravana. The poem has been extracted from the Aranyakandam of the Ramayanam composed by the great sage Valmiki. Students, the Ramayanam is one of the major epics of Indian literature, and it has great influence on Indian art, culture, life and literature. It consists of 24,000 verses and it is divided into 7 sections. Each section is called Kandam. The present poem has been taken from the third section of the Ramayanam, that is Aranyakandam. The Aranyakandam narrates the story of the forest life of Ram, Lakshman and Sita. When Ram, Lakshman and Sita were in exile, Ravana deceitfully plotted to abduct Sita. When Sita was all alone in the hermitage, Ravana came there in the disguise of an ascetic seeking alms. When Sita came out of the hermitage to give him alms, Ravana forcefully managed to abduct her, and he took her along with him. On the way, Sita cried for help, and Jatayu, the king of vultures, came forward to help her. Jatayu valiantly fought with Ravana. However, Ravana cut his wings and severely injured him. Students, the present poem consists of verses describing the battle between Jatayu and Ravana. Jatayu was a bird. It was not equipped with any weapon and it was old in age. Yet, it got ready to sacrifice its life to rescue Sita. Jatayu's attitude of opposing injustice in spite of an adverse situation is indeed remarkable. This poem teaches us that when there is an unjust event, it is our moral duty to help prevent it. Students, I hope that you will enjoy this poem. So let's get started with the first verse of the poem Jatayoho Shauryam. Here is the first verse. I'll read it out. Sa tada karuna vacho vilapanti sudukhita vanaspatigatang grudram dadarshayata lochana. I hope you have understood the pronunciation of words. Now let's see the words with sandhihi or sanyogaha. In this verse, there are 2 examples of sandhihi. Karuna vacho vilapanti and dadarshayata lochana. Let's see the dissolution of these words. Karuna vacho vilapanti, the dissolution is karunaha plus vachaha plus vilapanti. And dadarshayata lochana, the dissolution is dadarsha plus ayata lochana. Now let's see the anvayaha of the verse. Here is the anvayaha. Tada sudukhita karunaha vachaha vilapanti ayata lochana sa Sita vanaspati gatam grudram dadarsha. Now let's try to understand the meanings of the words and the translation of the verse. Sa means she, that is Sita. Tada, then. Karunaha vachaha means in pitiful words or in pitiful voice. Vilapanti, lamenting or crying. Sudukkhita, the one who was very sad. Vanaspati gatam, the one who perched on a tree or the one who was sitting on a tree. Grudram means the vulture. Dadarsha means saw. Ayatalochana means the one who had wide eyes. The translation of the verse is, then that Sita, who was extremely sad, who was lamenting in pitiful words, and who had wide eyes, saw the vulture perched on a tree. I hope you have understood the translation. This is the first verse of the poem, and it tells us that Sita was abducted by Ravana and she was crying for help. Different adjectives are used to describe Sita. The wide-eyed Sita was extremely sad. She was lamenting, she was crying in pitiful voice, and she was asking for help. Suddenly, she saw the vulture, that is Jatayu, resting on a tree. I hope you have understood the translation of the verse. Now let's see Visheshan Visheshyapadani from the given verse. Here are the Visheshan Visheshyapadani. The word Karunaha is the Visheshanam of the Visheshyam Vachaha. The words Vilapanti, Sudukkhita and Ayatalochana are the Visheshanani of the pronoun Sa, which is used to refer to Sita. The word Vanaspatigatam is the Visheshanam of the Visheshyam Grudram. Now let's see the next verse. Here is the next verse. I'll read it out. Jatayo pashyamamarya riyamana manathavat anena rakshasendrena karunam papakarmana. Now let's see the words with sandhihi or sanyogaha. The words with sandhihi or sanyogaha are mamarya, riyamana manathavat and rakshasendrena. Let's see the dissolution of these words. Mamarya is the example of sanyogaha and the dissolution is mam plus arya. Riyamana manathavat is also the example of sanyogaha and the dissolution is riyamanam plus anathavat. Rakshasendrena is the example of sandhihi and the dissolution is rakshasa plus indrena. Now let's see the anvayaha of the verse. Here is the anvayaha. He Arya Jatayo anena papakarmana rakshasendrena anathavat riyamanam mam karunam pashya. Let's see the meanings of the words and the translation of the verse. Arya Jatayo means O noble Jatayu. It is used in Sambodhan Vibhaktihi. Pashya means see or look at. Mam, me. Pashyamam, look at me. Riyamanam means the one who is being abducted or kidnapped. Anathavat, like an orphan. Anena rakshasendrena, by this king of demons. Karunam means in a pitiable manner or pitiably. Papakarmana means sinful. The translation of the verse is: Sita said to Jatayu, "O noble Jatayu, look at me, being pitiably kidnapped or abducted like an orphan by this sinful king of demons." I hope you have understood the translation. This verse is said by Sita to Jatayu. She is asking Jatayu to watch out how the sinful king of demons, that is Ravana, is abducting her as if she is orphaned. If Ram or Lakshman would be present in the hermitage, Ravana could never be able to kidnap Sita. But both of them were away from the hermitage, and that's why Ravana could easily kidnap her. Here Sita is explaining her condition to Jatayu. I assume that you have understood the verse. Now let's see Visheshan Visheshya Padani from the given verse. Here are the Visheshan Visheshya Padani. The word Arya is the Visheshanam of the Vishesham Jatayo. The word Riyamanam is the Visheshanam of the pronoun Mam, which is used to refer to Sita. And the word Papakarmana is the Visheshanam of the word Rakshasendrena. Now let's see the next verse. Here is the next verse. I'll read it out. Tam shabdam avasuptastu Jatayu ratha sushruve Niriksha ravanam kshipram Vaidehincha dadarshasah. Let's see the words with Sandhihi or Sanyogaha from the given verse. The words with Sandhihi or Sanyogaha are Shabdam avasuptastu and Jatayu ratha. Let's see the dissolution of these words. Shabdam avasuptastu, the dissolution is Shabdam plus avasuptaha plus tu. Shabdam plus avasuptaha is the example of Sanyogaha, and avasuptaha plus tu is the example of Sandhi. Jatayu ratha, the Sandhi Vichchedaha is Jatayuhu plus atha. Now let's see the Anvayaha of the verse. Here is the Anvayaha. Atha saha avasuptaha Jatayuhu tu tam shabdam shushruve Ravanam niriksha kshipram vaidehincha dadarshacha. Now let's try to understand the meanings of the words and the translation of the verse. Tam shabdam means that sound. Avasuptaha means asleep. Jatayuhu atha. Atha at that time. Shushruve means heard. Niriksha means having observed or having noticed. Ravanam kshipram. Kshipram means quickly or instantly. Vaidehim means Sita. Dadarsha means saw. The translation of the verse is, at that time, that Jatayu, who was asleep, heard that sound and quickly observed Ravana and saw Sita as well. I hope you have understood the translation. Jatayu was resting on a tree. When he heard that sound, when he heard those words of Sita, he at once noticed Ravana and also looked at Sita. It means he got ready to help her. I hope that you have understood the verse. Now let's see Visheshan Visheshya Padani from the given verse. In this verse, there is only one pair of Visheshan Visheshya Padam. The word Avasuptaha is the Visheshanam of the Vishesham Jatayuhu. Now let me take you to some important forms. The first one is Avasuptaha. It has Ava Upsargaha plus Swap Dhatuhu plus Ta Pratyayaha. And the next one is Niriksha. It has Nir Upsargaha plus Iksha Dhatuhu plus Lyap Pratyayaha. I hope you have understood it. Students, I would like to end the explanation here. We will meet again with the next part of the poem. Dhanyavadaha Punarmilamaha.